Number 5, it's the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7. Smartphones are a necessity these days, and I haven't seen a person without one for a long time now. But most of the models that you see in the market and on ads are pretty expensive. However, there are a lot of budget smartphones in the market that deliver excellent value for their prices. For example, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7, which is one of the best ones in this range, coming in with great performance specs, amazing screen, 48 megapixel main camera sensor, solid design and many more features in this affordable package. It doesn't get better than this. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 has a flat front that is encased in a glossy plastic chassis, giving the device some pleasing aesthetics and a durable body. The phone is rather large and a little long, with its edge-to-edge 19.5:9 aspect ratio, 6.3-inch display, and it has the teardrop notch on there that's implemented pretty well. Overall, I can say that the camera has a pretty solid construction and feels extremely sturdy in the hands. However, it isn't IP rated, so there's that. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 houses a 6.3-inch in-plane switching panel with a great resolution of 2340 by 1080p, which is solid in terms of sharpness and detail reproduction. The colours are pretty decent, but nowhere close to super vibrant AMOLED displays we see on flagship smartphones. Brightness is pretty good as well, and overall I can say that the screen is decent. This smartphone is packed with a nice Qualcomm Snapdragon 660 CPU combined with 4GB of RAM and 128GB of integrated storage that'll never let you down. These specs are capable of handling plenty of productivity and smooth gaming without any problem. Picture-in-picture video will work and split-screen multitasking is great, and this phone won't overheat anytime soon. This phone is equipped with a dual camera array at the rear, which delivers some nice images thanks to its 48 megapixel main sensor and the 5 megapixel depth sensing sensor for portrait photography, and while it may lack some high-end features, it's great for its price. As far as budget smartphones go, Xiaomi won't disappoint you anytime soon. At number 4, it's the Moto G7. For budget-conscious buyers that want to get always the most for their money and not just the cheapest product available, I have the perfect smartphone here, the Moto G7. This Android phone delivers plenty of performance and features for its affordable price, such as its excellent design, performance, camera and durability in an affordable package that's set to surpass your expectations. If you've seen the predecessor of the Moto G7, then you'll instantly recognise this phone with its simplistic and not so flashy design that's pleasing to the eye. What surprised me the most was that this phone felt particularly premium, which nobody expected, which is mostly due to its glass design on the back. The looks are good, the feel is good, and the manufacturer has also opted for a curved back to deliver more of an ergonomic grip to this phone. On the front side you'll see the edge-to-edge display, and on the back you'll see the camera array and the fingerprint scanner, which had good placement. The Moto G7 is equipped with a 6.2-inch LCD panel with a full HD Plus Max Vision 2270 by 1080p resolution, which is a mouthful. It rocks an aspect ratio of 19:9, and it delivered great detail reproduction and sharpness. The colours were pretty nice as well, and during testing I saw that it managed to reproduce 135% of the sRGB colour space with a sky-high accuracy, a delta E of just 0.34. The camera of this beast is a little mediocre considering all the other parts of it. On the rear it's equipped with a 12 megapixel main sensor and a 5 megapixel depth sensing one to deliver some decent photographs, and the 8 megapixel selfie camera was pretty good overall. It didn't have any weak points, but it didn't shine anywhere either. In the performance department, the Moto G7 rocks, with its Snapdragon 632 CPU, 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. It delivers a snappy experience and it's great for multitasking and gaming as well. At number 3, it's the Samsung Galaxy A50. Most of you would argue that you can't get a quality phone in the budget range and top manufacturers don't actually release capable models for the budget range, but you'd be wrong. Just take a look at the Samsung Galaxy A50. It comes with the full flagship qualities that you would think of, with some slight caveats that can be overlooked in the budget range. It's packed with a beautiful display, great battery life, nice camera performance, solid design and many more features. At first impression, the Samsung Galaxy A50 doesn't look like a budget phone, since it rocks a beautiful design. It achieves this with near to none bezels, excellent U-shaped camera notch on the front and nice paint. Upon closer inspection you'll see that it's not as premium as you'd think, but it looks excellent overall. For example, there's no glass back, but a polycarbonate one instead, with nice iridescent paint that makes this phone gorgeous and will make a lot of flagship phones jealous. The Samsung Galaxy A50 is packed with one of the most beautiful displays in the market, a 6.4-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED panel with a nice resolution of 2340 by 1080, delivering a great experience. The detail reproduction is perfect, and the AMOLED nature of this panel makes it one of the most colourful in the market, as it managed to reproduce a whopping 192.2% of the sRGB colour space, resulting in a super vivid experience. The brightness of the screen is superb as well, as it achieves about 574 nits at maximum, meaning you can use it under direct sunlight as well. This amazing model has a super solid camera array equipped with a 25 megapixel main sensor, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide lens and a 5 megapixel depth sensor to achieve excellent photographs, except in low light scenarios, which I found it to be a little lacking in compared to flagship phones. The 25 megapixel selfie camera was perfect as well, as delivering good detail. The performance of this beast was pretty capable, and thanks to its Exynos 960 CPU, 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage, it was capable of ploughing through everything you could think of. At number 2, it's the Xiaomi Mi 9T. Nearing the top of the list, we have a truly excellent phone by Xiaomi again, and this model is truly capable of performing a wide range of duties without any problem. It's the Mi 9T. This phone is one of the snappiest performers in the budget range, coming in with a great camera, amazing display, beautiful design and solid battery life to wrap it off. So let's take a look at this excellent smartphone. I'm a huge fan of the design of this phone since it looks amazing for a variety of reasons, but most importantly thanks to its bezel-less screen on the front and no notch. For those who wonder where the front camera is, I have to reveal that it's a pop-up model that looks impressive. This phone rocks a glass construction on the front and back, and on the sides you'll see the glossy metal casing. Underneath the glass back you'll spot the carbon fibre pattern that delivers an amazing look, and it's available in carbon black, flame red and glacier blue finish. Overall, the build quality is super solid, and I like how the phone feels in the hands. Top marks to the manufacturer. The Xiaomi Mi 9T is equipped with one of the best displays in the market, a 6.38-inch AMOLED panel with full HD resolution of 2340 by 1080p, resulting in a pixel density of 403 pixels per inch. The AMOLED panel delivers one of the best experiences in terms of colour, brightness and contrast, which is perfect, and thanks to its bezel-less and edge-to-edge display, the movie watching experience is just marvellous. Coming to its biggest selling point, the Xiaomi Mi 9T is capable of blasting through everything thanks to its Qualcomm Snapdragon 730 CPU with 6GB of RAM and 64GB of storage, making it deliver a super fast experience overall. You won't have any problem playing mobile games, and multitasking will be a breeze. The cameras are pretty powerful as well, as the Xiaomi Mi 9T is equipped with 3 sensors on the back. To be exact, it has a 48 megapixel main sensor, an 8 megapixel telephoto lens and a 13 megapixel wide angle lens to deliver a super solid photographing experience. On top of that, the 20 megapixel pop-up selfie camera was great as well. And at number 1, it's the Google Pixel 3a. On the top of the list, we have one of the better made smartphones in the market, not just in the budget range, the Google Pixel 3a, which is the mid-range version of the flagship Pixel 3, but comes with a wide set of features and qualities that'll make you fall in love with it. This phone has a beautiful display, superior camera, durable build quality, solid battery life and the best and purest Android experience in the market. It doesn't get better than this at the budget range. Despite being considered as a lesser model than its flagship cousin, this phone can't be considered a cheap and lacking model. While it doesn't have that premium bite thanks to its polycarbonate construction, it's pretty light overall at 5.2 ounces and no one can realistically complain. On top of that, the phone is also pretty compact, measuring 6 by 2.8 by 0.3 inches in total. It also comes available in 3 different finishes, including the clearly white, just black and purple-ish versions, which all are excellent choices. The device feels very solid in hands thanks to its glossy and matte surface, and it's one of the better built phones in the market. The Google Pixel 3a has a nice 5.6-inch OLED display that brings on great colours, beautiful viewing experiences and one of the best blacks that I've ever seen with its superior 100,000:1 contrast ratio. The 2220 by 1080 resolution delivers amazing detail reproduction, and you really wouldn't expect the colours of this display, as it reproduced 182% of the sRGB colour gamut and has a brightness of 401 nits at max. The Google Pixel 3a has a single 12.2 megapixel camera sensor with an f1.8 aperture that may look a little incapable, but thanks to some AI tricks pulled off by Google, the performance is amazing. In the performance department, this smartphone packs a Qualcomm Snapdragon 670 CPU with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage to deliver a super solid experience combined with the superior OS performance. If you want the best in the budget range, don't look further.